Oh, Bach is very good. I recommend.
And this one?
Oh, Mozart, the boy genius, the best.
Okay, how about this?
Oh, Debussy. I love Debussy. Sometimes all I can think about is Debussy. Oh, look at the pianist. The pianist is so good with Debussy.
So you like his early work?
Oh, yes, when Debussy was young. That's when you want Debussy.
Okay, I'll take these two.
Very good, sir. Just make sure you finish on the Bach. Never finish on Debussy.
Se los dije ya que hay que empezar a preocuparnos menos
y a disfrutar más porque la vida va rápido.
Demasiado rápido. Como este año que me lo llevo en el corazón por siempre.
Yo estoy puesta pa' ti, tú te me quitas. Diablo, que piquete la chamaquita. Ey, Titi me preguntó, ojalá y el verano nunca se acabe, baby, vamos a...
Agradecido de todos los momentos lindos que pude disfrutar y de todas las personas que fueron parte de ella. Ya estamos ready para empezar el 2023.
¿Qué onda, güey? Soy yo, Mickey Mouse. Oigan, ¿quieren entrar a mi casa? No, pues váyanse a la verga. Ajá.
My dick, bitch. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, the last one's the best one.
Yes, sir. What's good on everybody? Everybody's trickling in. We got 11 people so far. Salutes to everybody in the chat.
What's good, everyone in the chat?
Sir, we have breaking news. Dun, dun, dun. What's good?
Should have had the news drop ready to go.
Not for real, man. Well, we got the logo, we got the artwork done real fast, and that was crazy, right?
Yeah, he whipped that shit out quick.
He whipped that shit out. What's up, E1?
Another beautiful evening. What's going on, fellas?
Chilling, bro, chilling.
Same here.
You know, a day that should have been a day of relaxation and celebration, and then like, you know, it wouldn't be how you would say Mojado Network without a little bit of drama. So, salute
no rest for the wicked.
Yes, sir. He's here for the fuck shit. Yo, you go, man. That motherfucker was like, dude, my body, I feel warm through my body.
Oh my god.
$20 for an eighth?
Yo, between that $20 eighth and the little bit of fuck shit that got splooged on him, he was in a whole different fucking world yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Salutes to everybody in the chat. Ron's alter ego, South B More, Ego, Turtle Thick Barry, hashtag Larry, Suave. Salutes to you guys. Thank you for all being here. Thank you for the Ghost Watchers here, slowly trickling in. Yeah, man, we had to make a kind of an impromptu live here. Salutes to E1 last night. Your channel had hands down the best battle of the season of the Mojado Battle League. Shit was dope. Had two heavyweights going back and forth, and right now the video is almost at 700 views in less than 24 hours. So that's pretty safe to say it's going to go to 1K. But congrats, bro. Now again, not left alone without any controversy. Always, but that's what we are here to address. Pretty much here to address some of the little things that popped up and that was brought to our attention. As you guys know, we've already been through 22 battles, and with 22 battles, nothing's a perfect machine, right? There's always going to be some issues. There's going to be some things that we have not, how you would say, prepared or even predicted that would happen, but it kind of turned its ugly head yesterday. And Mello, what's your thoughts?
My bad. I was talking to someone. You said you talking about the situation that turned its head yesterday?
Yeah. It's towards the latter part of the battle, because really, I think 85% of the battle through was perfect. Timing, questions, donations, the way we were moving, it was great.
Yeah,
there was a
I
hiccup.
agree.
There was a hiccup.
Yeah, and I would say more or less like, you know, just as a league, we have to address this situation. And to me, it's important because whether, you know, I'm not going to put names on it, but whether other leagues want to acknowledge or not, the shit that Word has done where she's manipulating battles to benefit a specific battler has stained them. People talk about it, whether it's behind the scenes or on the panels, in chat, whatever it is. And anytime there's some shit going on within a league like that and Word's in the chat, it gives people a disdain and doesn't trust the league because, you know, the people aren't willing to call it out because it's almost as if the money is more important. Granted, we appreciate the money over here, but we also want to stand on morals and principles to where our league doesn't get ran through or like it looks like we allow questions that will benefit other battlers or specific battlers in a specific battle. Like, we just don't want that kind of shit to happen.
Yeah. And to be honest, it's like all about keeping the integrity of it. Like, yeah, this is for fun. Yeah, we got a little bit of fuck shit going on in between. But what happened yesterday should not happen. It's not acceptable whatsoever. Prior to the battle, I had no idea that they had beef. Number two, you know, it's something that like wouldn't I, you know, to be honest, I think I would have still not have caught it if it wasn't for the back and forth. If it was just a simple question, I kind of, you know, it would have went over my head because I didn't know the prior history. But you know, originally, like, you know, like a few weeks back, we did make a minor change to the battle donations and everything. We had a donation kind of, you know, coming in as the, you know, when it's tied up 10-10, we felt like, man, what would keep somebody from like just sending a donation in at the last second to try to break the tie? And then we thought maybe we should just do, somebody brought it up. I forgot, it escaped my mind who brought it up, but somebody put out there, why don't we just say, hey, let's have a batter's choice, you know, let them pick out their best shoe to win the battle in that situation. And I thought, boom, that's perfect. That takes away all the stress from what type of question. Also, it takes the stress away from a couple of questions coming in and donations and then refunding and that stuff. So that was an easy option for us. Now, what happened yesterday, and I could see in the eyes of a lot of people, and possibly Polar, how that situation that occurred with Word and Polar purposely was meant to manipulate or gain an advantage to a certain individual or a disadvantage. Who knows? We don't know what was the intention, but we know that it was not the correct moment or time. At the moment, as a host, I could understand too. We're going through a lot of things. We're looking at donations. We're looking at the score. We're looking to make sure the battlers are coming back. We're dealing with a lot of shit. And to catch something immediately at that moment is kind of difficult. And in retrospect, going back and after the battle's over and after hearing and seeing the comments, then you can kind of see, oh shit, at that moment, damn, what, you know. So for some people who probably weren't there, during the battle, a donation came in from Word Customs. I, at that moment, did not know that there was an issue between the two, or had something rather. They didn't get along. All right, I could say that. The donation was a trolling donation, or kind of like a diss to Polar. And then the question was, show me a Wolverine shoe or something or rather of that nature. That triggered Polar. Polar then had a back and forth with her, that she was in the chat and he was in the live. Now that right there was for me a violation of what we try to do here. At no point should anybody in the chat, like, they could troll. We troll a lot here, but to go and verbally attack the battler and also donate a question attacking the battler and then asking a question that more than likely people could look at it as a disadvantage to that battler. Looking back in retrospect, we shouldn't let that roll next time. That question should have been eliminated and refunded. And in that situation, people are asking, well, how did it benefit anyone or disadvantage anyone? Well, if you're in the if you've been in the battle, networks around other platforms, you kind of know what people have in their collections. And to request a specific Wolverine shoe, not a specific Marvel, not like in general, like a Marvel shoe, an X-Men shoe, or a superhero shoe. If you specifically request a Wolverine shoe, and you know that the opponent of that person has that specific shoe, and then you have beef against that guy, and the score is tight and it's towards the end, it is what it is. I'm not the only one who saw it. When I saw the replay of that, and then it was explained to me, people in the chat saw it, that was foul. That was significantly foul. For them to donate and then to go on saying that it was a joke, I'm sorry, it wasn't. I know Danny's here. Danny, I have 1,000% respect for you, all right? I'm not saying that any of your questions and your battles were ever in question. I'm just saying from what happened yesterday. I can only speak for what happened yesterday. That, to me, was clear sign of her issues with Mr. Polar. And to donate a question so late in the match to kind of sway, it's common sense after looking at it in retrospect. Some people already had that mentality already set because they knew the beef between the two. You had something, Melo?
Yeah, and I just want to answer Danny's question. She said, why is it being portrayed as if Word is manipulating battles? Danny, let's be honest, bro. There's been some battles that you've been a part in where they've allowed deductions and whatever it may be. And there was a shit ton of deductions being taken from your opponent battler. There was questions being asked that would benefit you specifically. And I'm not holding you accountable for any of that stuff, but I'm just explaining as to why people have this perception of Word. It's not just us. That perception, and I believe even Word has been addressed at another channel about it, and Word just basically was like, I don't see why y'all making it a big deal, and she's not understanding the big deal is that once people see that go on and see that we allow that, it then becomes this league isn't. I don't want to battle over there because now they're allowing people that may dislike me to then control the outcome of my battle. So, Danny, that's just the honest truth. Like a lot of people see that. Like, and I don't have no specific issue with Word or nothing like that, but I've seen it. I didn't need other people to tell me and make me feel like when I see it actually happening and not allowing the battlers to battle, to me that's not integrity or cool to happen. And Word has been spoken to about it on other channels with those people that run those channels. So it's not like this is just like the first time this is happening. And when it's as blatant as it was yesterday, Danny, we can't ignore it. When it comes to a Wolverine question and the people that have been around for years around these parts, we know Matt got the Wolverines. We know Matt got the Teen Wolves. And then when E1 was like, nah, ask a different question. She sent in the same question, but said, show me this superhero. Instead of saying the first term was Wolverine. The second, once E1 asked to resend it, she said, show me a superhero, and then sent a picture of Wolverine. So she didn't even respect E1. She just wanted to fuck with Polar so bad that she was willing to disrespect E1 in this league.
And that's manipulating the battle. That's trying to implement some sort of issue, like just taking the battler's mind off the battle itself right there. That's a no. If you over there, if you both going at each other and stuff like that, first of all, the invited individual was Polar to battle. Word, respectfully, you weren't invited to come in. If you wanted to be on the panel or be on the as a judge or whatever, you would have taken the link, but you didn't. But trying to sway the battle at that point of the match, That can't go on. And we have implemented, we've all came to an agreement that Word will not be able to donate anymore to the battle pots. I'm sorry, it's something that has to be done. This is right here a moment that can be proven without a shadow of a doubt that donation was not meant to be in the spirit of the battle. It was meant to sway one way. It was clear, right? But there have been other donations, and not by Word. I'm talking about other people, and we brought that to everybody's attention amongst the committee here. That once we find proof that you are donating to a friend to benefit them or to just try to manipulate in some way, we will ban you from donating in the future. We will refund your money. We're not going to keep your money. We're going to refund your money, and you will be banned from donating. Now, we're not going to ban you from the chat, but if you're going to act a fool in the chat saying, "Oh, it's something this and this," and then start being disrespectful, then we got shooters. I'm just saying that we're going to give people an opportunity now in the future. I don't know if people have done it before purposely or maybe to help their friends out or whatever. In the future, if we catch that shit, or one of us three in the battle catch it, and we get notified to each other, like in the chat, we're going to look into it immediately. And then if that has to happen, it has to happen. We're going to have to refund the money and ban people from donating because it's in the spirit of sneakers, right? It's really not that big of a deal. Like I said, if it's more important to see somebody lose or win, then this is not the place for you. If you just want to see sneakers and want to see diversity and want to see range, right, in people's collection, yes, donate. We welcome that shit. If you just want to donate, like most people donate, don't even ask questions. Have you noticed that, guys? Most of the people that donate don't even donate questions. They just donate.
No, they just give it to the pot.
Exactly. So when we start sniffing around and looking at donations and we're like, well, are these guys friends? And why specifically that type of issue or that type of shoe? We're gonna have to look at it because we can't accept people manipulating this battle. I know nothing's 100% perfect. There's nothing that is gonna keep anything 1000% on the level, but we gotta do our due diligence. We're gonna have to make our battlers and our judges feel that there's integrity in here and that we care about fairness. We care about being fair to the battlers who are giving their time and their efforts, and the judges. You think you want to be a judge for 3 hours on a battle that's being manipulated by one or two people in the chat with donated questions that are kind of gearing themselves towards one person? No, it's not fun. It's not fun.
No, and it's just going to make people not want to fuck with this league.
And why do you think we don't do penalties? We don't do penalty donations. Why? We want the battlers to pretty much, dictate who's going to win or not. We don't need.
I feel like it's their collection that speaks for them throughout the battle, not deductions or whatever penalties, whatever, however you want to turn it, bro. And Danny, like you're asking, like with the sneaker, if you want to show her, like by all means, G, do what you do. But Danny, I'm gonna be honest, when there's it's not just us on the panel that have seen it. It's not. There's people in the chat that have seen it over the years. Everybody, it's out there, Danny. So I mean, me personally, I'm not going to look through people's live streams or none of that. The only way I'm moving is if I feel in my heart this is exactly what's going on, and seeing how that played out yesterday and how E1 asked her to send a different question and she proceeded to send the same question just in a different verbiage. To me, you don't respect what we got going on over here. So, the saying is not all money is good money. And that, to me, that's where this saying sticks the most. Because it's just not cool. It's not cool to the battlers, not whatsoever. Like Jack said, these people give us their time. Granted, yeah, they're getting paid, but it's not fair to them.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, as a battler, you don't want that on your head thinking, damn, did this person win because of a donated question or whatever? It's that you just wanted to keep it fair and keep it balanced and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And you want, I guess you have something.
So it's like not like you said earlier, it's not nothing's 100% right, and we're 22 battles in. Got 23rd one coming, whether it be Friday or Saturday. But with each thing that's come up, pause. We address different situations as we go through it. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no perfect way to do this until something happens. It's like when you're working on a project and you don't see a problem until it happens, and then you go, okay, so what do we do about this problem or situation as it happens? So we're kind of just rolling with the punches, just to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to make the playing field even for everybody. And we, like I said, personal beefs, you got to put that shit to the side, bro. Seriously, like you can't go at one of our battlers during the live talking shit, and because that's the thing. I know as a battler, you want your mind completely on the question on what you're doing in your collection. Last thing you need is somebody coming at you in the chat, donating a question, insulting you, and then going back and forth with you in the damn chat. It's like I said, I didn't know there was a prior history, but then to hear everything that's been going on in the past, it's just ridiculous. To try to insert yourself in the battle is just not. It's not good. And like I said, I know maybe Word's intention wasn't to do that, but that's what it came out to. Simple as that. You interjected yourself into this battle. You interrupted a good flow. You interrupted a great broadcast to get your personal beef, to give a jab to somebody, right? You listen to all the donated questions. None of them had any of the malice that yours has had. And I'm sorry. I mean, we appreciate your subscribers to the channel, but we just can't allow you to donate no more because it's a trust thing. It's totally a trust thing now.
I agree. Like, and also this is also a message to the donators. Yo, if y'all gonna donate, just try to make sure your question don't sway one way more than the other.
Exactly.
Do all the funny shit. You say write however long donation you want to write, whatever it may be. But just try try to make the question fair.
Exactly. And there's been a couple that I've looked at, and I'm like, dude, God, that is such a very precise question, but we don't have a proof for that, so I can't. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, whoever, the people, you may not know, you may not think it's you, but just be careful, because if that happens again, it's definitely good, because your donations already have a little red flag on it. If it happens again, I'm just gonna have to do, and I'm gonna have to do it live. I'm sorry, that's the only way we could handle it, because like I said, people give their time. It's an integrity thing. We ain't trying to have this be like the Wild West. We're trying to refine every week. We're trying to make this refined, try to make this level and clean for everybody, and to have fun. That's the whole purpose of it. We like the controversy shit. It's bullshit. It's not fun. Controversy is not fun, man. But like I said,
it doesn't help the league at all. Like,
no,
it doesn't benefit it in any manner. Like, when it comes to like manipulating the battle or the question, like, I hope y'all realize when y'all, anyone that's donating, when y'all do that, it puts the host and everyone else that's involved in a bad position. It did before, because we really didn't know like how to maneuver. We're all kind of like new to this, but now we're just gonna. Anytime a question seems that's donated and it seems to be swayed to one battler, as the host, we're just gonna say, "Yo, send a different one." Like, we appreciate the money, but we're not about to ask a question that is so blatant as like yesterday was. Like that was just like, and at the time, like I had my Bluetooth on. I wasn't looking at what was going on in the chat. I just heard Polar go off. Yeah. Boom! He just snapped, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck just happened?"
He wasn't smiling. None of us were smiling. Well, we were smiling because of the fuck shit, but I had no idea the background.
Yeah, we didn't know the severity.
Completely will show you. He wasn't fucking around with it. He wasn't. He was not enjoying it. So when word came, oh, it was just a joke. Nobody else was laughing but you. So I'm sorry. Like
Yeah,
You
and it's
know?
like you did everything that happened that you did yesterday. You had the battler, lash out, all that stuff that he did, rightfully so. But then when he challenges you, you then say what you said, knowing damn well that shit's not cool. Like you just know. I ain't even gotta get into details. You just know that shit wasn't cool. You know it's not a joke because you know that if you said our name over there and they chat, it would not fly. So it's evident and it's okay. But the thing is respect it. If you can know in your mind, well, I wouldn't go do that over there. Then I'm not gonna do it over here. Simple.
Yeah.
But when he issued the challenge and you went the way you went, I honestly made you look weak because you was popping your shit all night. Remember, you said you was gonna be on his head top every time you see him, and then he issued you a challenge, and you do what you did. That was the last straw for me. Work respectfully, like that. It just wasn't cool. Because and also understand like the shit talking is cool, but also when you're specifically attacking a battler and you get the battler uncomfortable to where he's like he's furious, trust and believe the panel and the host feel it. So then we're trying to scramble to reel it in, maybe bring back the good vibes, and it can be a task. It's a task, and so then you put the host in a hot spot. We're just trying to have a good time, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you do what you did was just to me that's where I lost it. Like if you would have never said go do it elsewhere, me personally, I probably wouldn't hit the panel. We would have all these conversations behind the scene. But when you doing shit like that, like nah, we know that, like, nah, we can't handle that.
Yeah, man.
Like I see Total Dick Berry saying rematch, and if Polar and Matt is cool to do a rematch, cool. Like to me, that battle was fire. Like to me, I would say it was 90%. It was just the other 10% that fucked it up, and it didn't fuck it up as far as the way the battlers perform, because this is outside of that, because their performance was chef's kiss, immaculate, but everything that was involved outside and everything and
that
the manipulating, that's when
that matchup was so even, bro.
Mm-hmm. It was a slugfest.
Yeah, and then like I know Jack mentioned it earlier, but it's like, yo, without do we need the extra eyes? Because like, y'all both hosts as well. It's like we're multitasking at I'd say a high level, because we're not just clicking comments, keeping score, looking for questions. We got donations coming in.
Trying to not have radio silence. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no dead air.
All the above. You know what I'm saying? It's like you try to roll with the punches, and even like I told y'all before, like I probably had a misunderstanding of the rules, but we got that clarified as far as questions can be scrapped and start over.
Some people had a little misconception on that rule. The rule that if a battler does not have a shoe to pull for that question, that both battlers have to agree to skip the question. That both battlers. Now, if one battler doesn't want to do it, and they can show a shoe, then that's on them. But I think both battlers, in the spirit of the battle, would like both people to pull a shoe and to win based on, battling with a different shoe, with each other, right? But yeah, I don't think we've ever run into a situation that one battler refused to skip the question so the other battler can have a shoe. So that's why that rule, a couple of people still especially some battlers didn't realize that they were able to skip the question because they had no shoe that would fit that category or that question.
Yeah, and the only time questions are really allowed to be skipped is the wheel questions or a judge question. The donation question, the only time it would be skipped as of now is if we feel like it benefits one battler or not. Or exactly. Or both battlers like, yo, one battlers like I ain't got it. The other battlers like, all right, let's have them send in a new one and we'll do that way. Because honestly, that's what it's about. It's not here to watch one battler just steamroll the other. Granted, yes, it can happen, but it's not. We don't want questions that's just gonna completely steamroll the other battler. Like, we want it to be a good show. We want to show shoes. So when stuff like manipulating questions and benefiting one side, it's just not a good look. And respectfully, if we didn't address this and Polar's like, yo, fuck that league, I don't want nothing to do with it, I would respect what Polar decided. Because honestly, like, bruh, if some shit happened like that and nobody addressed it and just let it go, bruh, that battler has all right to say, fuck that league, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're trying to make it. We're trying to make everybody comfortable in that league. Want everybody to have a sense of fairness here, and it's simple and have fun at the end of the day. You know, it's like I said, you have to crawl before you can run, right? Or walk before you can run. So, like I said, hopefully we can take these moments and these situations as learning moments and implement better rules to protect the integrity of this battle and also protect the battlers themselves.
Yep, I completely agree. You know, that's just, you know. So I hope that, you know, whoever may have felt the way about battle yesterday, just, you know, you know, we're working through this shit. Like, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to the 36 people watching us on a Sunday evening. What are you guys doing? Salute to you guys. I guess other than that, anybody get any updates or anything that's popping? What's popping?
I think the Heat just won.
The Heat won?
I believe so. I think I seen one with the Soul said Heat are up one or some shit.
Oh shit!
I've been verbally abused in this league, and one person in this chat has harassed me since I've battled. Yo, Greedy, fuck out of here. If anything, you're the harasser. All right.
What is it? I've been verbally abused in this league, and one person in the chat has harassed me.
Mello said the pot calling the kettle black.
That's a fact. Now, Greedy, if you want to do that, what'd you do to me on Friday, huh? Now I feel bad. I'm a Boston fan and I don't like foams. Shit. No, but you know, it's all good, dog. Like, we just we just don't want it to, you know, mess up what we have going on over here. I feel like anyone's like, you know, considering battling. And then it's like, yeah, you know what? These questions are kind of, you know, granted the questions can be crazy, but like when it gets to manipulating and seeing that it can sway to one person, it's not a good look.
Who would have thought that the homo donos and the weird stuff from the poet actually has more integrity than that question from last night?
No, yeah, facts.
Really, that shit. I saw some foams at the mic. The mic clearance do not. Oh, Nike clearance do not buy.
Yeah, you're on crazy. Oh shit. But yeah, bro. I mean, and you know, don't everyone, like Jack said earlier, like this is going for everyone. So anyone can get banned from donating questions. Like anyone. Like you could be a homie, and if we see anything going on, we gonna have to ban you from donating.
If you're gonna donate intentionally to skew the vote or to skew the sneaker pool, you gotta take a look at yourself in the mirror and say, "This is a sneaker battle. Why are you trying to stuff the ballot box? Why are you trying to do this?" You know, you have to take a look at yourself in the mirror. Like, you know,
and it also comes off as you don't respect us.
Yeah. Or you don't respect your boy or your friend's collection to be, you know,
speak for itself.
To speak for itself, yeah. So, you know, that's all we want to kind of like to touch on. You know, we're not gonna like flat out say this is a rule every time we have to battle. You kind of feel like this is enough, and this is enough warning in the future. And if it happens again, or if a person in the chat starts going some wild, crazy shit against the somebody battling or on the panel, bro, my shooter's got the permission to clip you out of here, bro.
Yo, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because it's like, if that happens, yeah, that's what the mods are for. But I mean, I've seen where they're clapping comments just to you know, create fuck shit just because just to do whatever. I was like, man, that's not what having a wrench by your name is for.
And if it happens, I'm gonna take the wrench away, bro. I mean, you could be a homie, you could be a Mojado, bro. If you clapping somebody and they didn't do anything heinous like curse or fucking disrespect or promote something, dude, just leave them be, bro. Like what you're really doing by clapping, yeah, it's funny to you. It may be funny to a couple of people, but you're staggering our growth, man. Nobody wants to come in here when a chat is getting. Nobody wants to participate in the chat because they think, "Oh man, I'm gonna get clapped. I'm new here. Nobody's gonna let me like live and shit." Come on, man. Like, why would you cut our legs from under us? We're here as a collective to grow. Don't do anything for us to restrict our growth. We're welcoming to everybody until they start saying some heinous shit or posting some Russian prostitute websites. Yo, just leave them be, bro.
Yeah, cause Doug, like, bro, like, I there's a lot of us out here that are wordsmiths. So if someone comes in here trolling, talking shit, but we all have the capability to just, troll them back, fuck with them, whatever it may be, go back and forth. So.
No, Antonio, I don't want to take all the wrenches away because people that have earned their wrenches have earned their wrenches. They fucked with me for a while. They fuck with E1's channel. Fuck with Melo's channel. We don't want to do that, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you're gonna earn your way to keep your wrench. If you do some clapping shit and it's like somebody that we don't know and it's new and we look at the thing in the comment and it's not even nothing, bro. Come on, man. We're gonna have to take your wrench away, bro. That's why I got super wrenches. And those super wrenches will then do the due diligence on the wrenches. So, salute to my super wrenches.
Shout out to the super wrench. You gotta know who you are. That taking away wrenches helps, bro. No, it doesn't help.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. I think I started something with that. When people noticed that, they were like, hold up. There's a super wrench over here.
Yeah, damn.
The moderate.
Yeah, I think YouTube just implemented that in this year.
Yeah.
Or this is just the first time I've seen it. I'm far from a wordsmith, but there's some people in here that be going back and forth with people that they can handle their own. So you don't need to clap them; just let them go back and forth. And there's some people out there that love the back and forth. So clapping them kind of takes that away from the chat.
Yeah. Like I said, I think we're all adults here. I think. For me and for us to say this just one time, it should be good enough. It should be something that, we're going to have to hinder and tell people, look, stop doing it. Because I'm going to look at the playback or I'm going to look at the live. And if somebody's like, yo, somebody clapped me, I'm going to look and I'm going to take a look. I'm going to have to take your wrench away, bro. And like I said, I don't want to then also get to the level of just banning somebody. That's the worst shit I want to do, dude. I don't want to do that. Like I said, if you're fam, if you have a wrench, that means you're family, right? Why would you steal from family? Because that's what you're doing when you're clapping somebody that doesn't deserve to get clapped. I'm sorry. So salutes to everybody. Like I said, I know everybody wants to do their part and shit, and they know that the fuck shit is kind of prevalent here. But like I said, man, we're trying to grow, bro. We're trying to grow. I only get clapped when a certain someone is in here. Sent you a dick pic, check your text messages. Good Lord. Salute to Antonio, bro, with the shower scene. I thought we couldn't top that. We wouldn't be able to top that. And then the next night we topped it as well.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
man. I guess there any other Mojado business to discuss? I know we got 2 battles this weekend, for sure. Working on a potential third. We don't know until maybe a couple of days, but you'll see the artwork from A. Ron and DL Kicks. And yeah, pretty much we're just trying to solidify time and date. We got people. It's gonna be dope this weekend. Like every weekend, we're trying to make it dope, yo. So salutes to everybody. I guess anybody else need any more housekeeping issues?
I want to shout out Polar. I seen he said shout out to the panel. Thank you guys for the opportunity. Now that we appreciate you coming up here and showing your collection and giving us your time. The only thing else I gotta say is perm is not the problem. If anything, perm is He's the voice of reason at times, whether people like it or not. And the thing about Perm is, one thing I'll say about Perm is he doesn't go at you until he sees bullshit behavior from you 1 or 2 times, and then so as many people as want to blame Perm, bro, to me, it's fuck out of here with that shit, dog. Perm has always been 100.
E1.
Now we good. I think we covered a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Just look forward for everybody look forward for what we got going forward.
Yeah. And also, if you haven't seen it, see the playbacks of this weekend's battles, bro. Antonio White makes a almost naked appearance in the shower. Yeah.
Yo.
E1's battle on the last night was super dope. And
potential battle of the year right there.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people that don't even deal with us seeing that battle. Says that's a potential battle of the year so far.
Yo, so no lie.
That be the shit? Yo, that'd be some dope ass shit, bro.
No lie, that whole week, right? I'm like, yo, I can't. I felt like I was freaking. Like I guess I was putting unnecessary pressure on myself. I'm like, yo, I gotta make sure I'm on point for this battle. And then that joint exceeded all expectations. I was like, yo, this joint, like in real time, it's like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then Jack would look up at his camera and then cut it off. I'm like, yeah, I know he's stressing right now too.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then each round, it was like, yo, I know that both of these dudes did not just pull that shoe and then this guy pulled this shoe. Like, I'm like, man, like my favorite line I've been saying, yeah, I'm glad I'm hosting and not judging. It was one of those battles. But if y'all didn't see it, you need to go check it out.
Definitely check it out. It's almost I think it was at 700 last time I saw it. I think that battle by the end of the week is definitely going to reach to 1,000.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So if anybody, like I said, anybody has ever reached out to E1's channel or to Melo's channel, agree to disagree, yo, give it a follow, bro. Subscribe to them, follow the chat. Follow the battles on their channels, bro, and like and comment, bro. I'm telling you, like I said, the goal is to have all 3 channels at 1K by the end of the year for that tournament. That end of the year tournament where we're gonna have the top 8 battlers just go at it. Imagine that shit. Imagine your battle E1 last night times 8. Just and with a big cash prize at the end of the tournament for the winner. So think about it. The top 8 battlers in the Mojado Battle League will battle it out at the end of the season for a winner-take-all 1K prize. So I'm just telling y'all right now. So I better get y'all records up. Top 8 battlers.
For real.
Swinging at each other, bro. It's going crazy.
Now y'all about to see I collect a whole lot more. He said, what tournament? I don't even care about the money. You said tournament? Sign me up. How do I get in?
Yeah, I can pay my way in. Hey, salute the tops, bro. The $4.99 dono. Keep them battle up, boys. You guys are doing a great job, and to see it going big, keep them coming 100. Salute the tops, bro. Thank you for the dono, homie.
Salute tops.
Yeah, shut up.
He was like, I don't know. This is Mr. T. Yeah, I'm a little bit retarded. Good Lord. I heard Antonio ask Jax to check, make you sure he got the suds off his cakes. God.
Oh.
It's going to be hard to grow channels when people come from other channels and get harassed, especially females.
Yeah, I'm glad she brought that up.
I agree, but if we talking about word is not a person
I'm about to tell you right now.
Oh yeah, I saw the young lady from last night.
Shannon was in the chat, and she was getting, I guess, taking the brunt from a channel she visits, but that's not her channel, so she shouldn't, she shouldn't have to deal with, any issues from another channel because she's not the content creator from that channel.
Oh yeah, I don't know about the Shannon stuff, so I'm staying quiet.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at that. That's why you gotta elevate some of your wrenches there, E1 to super wrenches, because if it's somebody who has a wrench is harassing, and they'll be able to take care of them.
Yo, but if 3 of my super wrenches are involved in the battle, we can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got 1 or 2 guys on
I
my
mean,
channel.
and necessarily it doesn't need to be a person with a wrench. It could just be someone like, yo, chill out, like, you know, let her be. This is her first time over, or whatever it may be. To me, that it gets so tricky because, bro, trying to police what people say to other people and the shit talking it, bro, within the chat it gets hard because as soon as you start policing what people are saying and stuff within the chat, you know, they fall back. They're like, fuck this shit. So.
No, but if it's completely like nothing pertaining to what's going on currently, it don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't need to be happening.
No, I gotta take a look at the replay then.
Yeah, I had to look at the replay because I had
that's the thing, folks. You make these comments on the lives and don't act like the shit gets erased. We look back. Because you know what's the great thing about a Sunday morning? Is playing that shit back again in the morning. You're eating breakfast. Dude, I'm eating breakfast. I'm taking Kylo out. I'm out doing errands and shit. It's still got the fucking live going.
Yeah, I'll say this. Like, if like, as far as the ladies, like, as long as they don't start it and they're just coming in saying what's up, chilling, whatever it be, they're not, you know, talking shit to no one or antagonizing no shit like that. Like, bro, y'all should chill out. Like, I would agree on that aspect as far as, like, you know, but if they're coming in and they're talking shit, you know, whatever it may be, like, to me, gloves are off at that point. Like, guy, woman or not, like, this is just words at the end of the day. So if you're willing to throw words and disrespect someone, you gotta be able to take it at the same pace. But if the person's coming in chilling and people just fucking dogpile the person, to me, that's not cool. Like, I get it. We have disdain for other people, but keep that with that person. DJ those bitches.
Can y'all do mods, bots, or it depends on the channel? Like, can filter out certain words automatically? Yeah, you know, I never did the mod bot. I know I've seen a couple of people do that for their live streams and shit.
Yeah. He said, yo, stupid. Resound.
10 lit dells at her expense. Again, no shade.
No, yeah, facts. I'll be more. I agree, but also, like, you know, I feel like we know who we can do that with. We've been around these streets long enough that we know who we can go back and forth with, and it's not gonna go to that level. So when it comes to, like, new people, you know, kind of let them fill it out, and once they start talking shit, that's when.
Wow, I kind of agree. No comment on that one.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. She talked about my fucking heritage, so fuck her.
She called me. She said, "Look, Jack's a racist." I'm like, "What? What the fuck?" I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm. So it's like, but like, and that's the thing. Like, it's just, we know, like, we all know, we know in our heart and soul.
I'll give that a check.
Who is what and what's happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. I can make channels. Probably assuming on how big the channel is. Probably give more control over options for chat.
Yeah, man.
Not too sure.
Well, I don't want to hold you guys up too much. I know it's a Sunday night. People got to go to work in the morning, and I don't know if some people still got school. I know school's already done here. Huh?
Nah.
Fact. Yo, Purple is stupid, dog. That's all you heard from Ego.
Fucking weirdo.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's banter between those people, and Hella is, you know, Hella is like, you know, she's able to throw it back at him, and, you know, have her back and forth with Antonio and stuff like that. But see, it's a process. It's a process of letting the people get within in the area and let them know we respect them, but we'll still, you know, talk some shit.
Yeah,
and, you know, it's jokes.
Yeah, especially if you're new, you don't know what to react or how to react to certain things. Like, you kind of, you know.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, we know who we can do certain things with it as far as back and forth. But and it's also just about trying to play. I guess play your part as trying to help this league, grow. I guess in a sense, like
yeah. Because once we start growing, we start getting some big guys, some other channels in here, some other channels once in a while and stuff, and it kind of like makes it diversify. We get to mingle with people. People like the channels will grow. We go support their channel. They support our channel. So,
and also we also try to do giveaways to give back to the people in the chat for doing their part. Being in the chat, being active. Having the back and forth between, people that understand what's going on, or whatever, they're cool with it, whatever. So we try to give back to them as well. Jax has done fucking sneaker giveaways, food or lunch giveaways,
Oh yeah.
We've done all kinds of sort of giveaways.
Gives out lunch once in a while. Whoever shows up, gets a spin on the wheel.
You gets in on it, yeah. And that's essentially kind of our way of giving back to y'all for being here, hitting the like, watching, all that stuff.
We're gonna still try to get back into doing sneaker giveaways in July, because I know June's kind of slim pickings. There's not really much good shit coming out. So look out for July for all three channels to be doing a giveaway. So salute to everybody. Yes, sir. Give some free sneakers to get the channels growing and stuff. So you know how we do. I'm gonna try to get this thing check out on what's coming out in July. I'm gonna check with SneakerFiles, and then we're gonna try to give it about a good 2-3 weeks notice to have people just subscribe to the channels and shit. And then we're gonna do the cutoff maybe 24 to 48 hours, because we don't want to get caught up in the same situation again with people subscribing the day of the giveaway. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then we can't see if they're actually subscribed until a couple of days later.
It takes 24 hours and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit, it might even take 48 hours. Where YouTube be. So, just
Yo, Big Money, shit crazy, yo. The Big Money be putting in for our waffles on my channel. And bro be winning for other people, but he can't win for himself. That's the tragedy, bro. Oh shit. All right. Well, salutes to the chat, man. Salutes to you guys, man. Another dope weekend. Mellow again. Another week ahead of us that can't wait to see your live streams and react to crazy shit going on. So salutes to you, bro. Salutes to E1.
Salutes to you, brother.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the 100s and heart emojis I'm seeing in the chat. Salutes to everybody. Thank you again. Hit that like button. Subscribe to all three channels. A lot of stuff coming up this summer. And salutes to everybody. And have a good night, y'all.
Yep. Have a good one, y'all.
I was about to use the wrong one, bro. I was about to get clapped.
Gosh.
Can't use that one. I can only use this one now.
Jack, don't leave me, Jack. Don't leave me. I love you, Jack. I love you. Don't leave me, Jack. Don't leave me. Oh, Jack, before you leave, let me have the blunt. Thank you, Jack. Don't go, Jack. Don't go.